Hi there, I'm Andrew Hemming, and I want to look at part 3 of this video series called Cleaning Up Your Power Clean, where we're looking at what's called high pulls. Okay? So in part 1 we talked about setup, in part 2 we talked about low pulls and the mechanics of what the lower body is doing. Now it's time to get the upper body involved in the movement. Okay? One of the common problems again we see is that a lot of athletes will pull too soon. And so what you want to do is after you've thought things through, you've got a good setup and you're ready to explode, what you want to do is give yourself the cue, jump, pull, okay? And it should happen in a rhythmic sequence as opposed to that happening first, okay? So what you want to do with the high pulls is you're going to get in position here, get your setup, elbows locked, and you're going to explode up, and then this time instead of keeping the elbows straight like in the low pulls, we're going to just allow the elbows to bend, and then over time get the feeling of slightly pulling once the bar is moving to raise up a little bit. So it's going to look like this. From here, see that you're getting that complete extension on each rep, okay? And again, you want that rhythmic sequence, so that the legs start the movement, and then the arms naturally bend, and there's a slight pull coming up, okay? One important note with the high pulls, for some athletes, this will bother your shoulder, okay? So if you're an overhead athlete, like a volleyball player, baseball player, if you have a contact sport and your shoulder's kind of beat up, or if you're just doing this and it does bug your shoulders, stick with the low pulls or some of the fuller versions if they don't feel good on the if this doesn't feel good on the shoulder. Always make sure things feel good on the shoulder. And that's the high pulls. Disciplined position, exploding up, letting the arms come up the body, and then coming back with the hips back in your catch. Enjoy.